Well, hello. I'm trying my hand at a YouTube channel just to see how that goes. Currently on a break from work, so it's actually in my car is where I'm trying to do this video. So, anyhow, this was a junk journal that I received from Angela Martinez. Um, Great person. Her and I did an individual junk journal swap, and this is the junk journal that she made for me. As you can see on the front, there's a little pin type thing that has the words "Embrace Imperfection." Um, you can also see that it's a pretty chunky junk journal um, with, I believe it was 6 signatures in it. I love the cover of this junk journal. Not really sure what it is, but it's very sturdy, um, very comfortable journal that I have enjoyed using. I'm going to kind of do a quick flip through of this journal, um, and you'll see how basically I've taken this junk journal that was made for me by Angela, and I've turned it into my own personal journal that I have added photos to, some journaling and writings to. Um, so let's get started. Um, Here is an old tag that she had here. And then here, and I'm not sure if you can really see it that well or not, but that is a picture of me and some of my family about 13 years ago when we were on the Tower of Terror at Disney World in Orlando, Florida. Angela included a pocket here, and inside this pocket are some different note cards that she had included, and I kind of did some writing on some of them there. I'll slip those back in a second. And then this was just a journal. She, of course, created the journal. This is just some writing that I had done. Actually began this writing on, let's see if I can see the date here, January 12th of this year. And I had entitled this particular entry as "I Intend." And my writing's talking about some different things that I intend to do. More journaling space, more designs. She has a belly tuck that she included here. More journaling, a little tuck spot here with a Christian card talking about Isaiah, and then different little design on the back with like some angel wings. Slide that back in there. More of the different styles of paper that she used throughout this book. Some more journaling that I had done on these pages. Same thing here. This is a picture that I put in this journal. On your left is my niece, and on your right is my daughter several years ago. So that's just a picture that I included in this journal. On the next page, I had another picture of my daughter. My daughter, her name is Lila. She is almost 24 years old. She has a severe intellectual disability, as well as a seizure disorder that is under control with a nerve stimulator for the most part. So this was just some pictures that I'd found that I'd had stocked at home, and so I kind of designed them up a little bit. Used some kitty cat washi tape to kind of put the pictures there, and then of course just more writings. Here's a cute little picture. This is a picture of my brother, my sister, and I when we were much younger. I am the cute one in the middle with the little curly hair on top. Some more writing. Here's an older picture of my brother. And then more writing. Again, here's an older picture of my wife and I almost 13 years ago when we got married. And then that is her mother, Luann, who is in front of us. And Luann was a terrific mother-in-law, no longer with us. And then, of course, you just keep turning. Here's a little paper that she had in here that I've done a little bit of writing on. This picture, I believe, was taken in the 80s. It was of my grandmother and grandfather on my father's side at their 50th wedding anniversary. Here is a picture of my brother with his first wife. I think they were both around 18 years old at that time. And then you can just see the different pages that Angela has included in this journal. For those of you that know me, you know that I'm a big Mickey fan. I love anything Mickey Mouse. And I happened to come across this photo of me. Not exactly sure how old I was as a child, but my costume, of course, for Halloween was Mickey Mouse. Another photo of me when I was much younger, holding a Mickey Mouse that I had. More writings that I had done. This is a picture of my mother probably when she was in her 30s. So this picture is probably about 40 years old. I lost my mom to cancer this past June. So definitely in a lot of the journals that I use, I have pictures and memories of my mom throughout those journals. Love you, Mom. More writings. An older picture of my wife, daughter, and I. Another tuck spot with some paper that can be written on. A little journaling card that says, "Do more of what makes you happy." More writings. I'm trying to quickly go through this. Another picture of my wife, daughter, and I, and my ex-mother-in-law, actually, which would be my daughter's grandmother. More writings. This was a picture of my daughter when she was very young, as well as a picture of myself and my first wife, Mary, who was my daughter's mother, and she was killed, and my daughter's mother was killed in a car accident in December of 2004. So again, as you can see, lots of times people are asking, what do you do with the junk journals? You know, do you just look at them because they're pretty, or what do you do? Well, as for me, I make them my own, and I record some of my memories. Another picture of myself, my first wife, and my daughter. Just some more writings. I'm not going to have time to actually go through the whole entire journal, but you will certainly have an idea. This is an older picture of my mom. Writings, and then of course you see the different pages that Angela included in this journal. I was, one day during my writing, I was rather depressed, so I kind of did what was called mind mapping the word depressed. Came up with a few things. Beautiful paper again, an envelope, a writing space, tuck spot, wood grain type paper, more just absolutely beautiful paper, a little vintage car or truck looking thing here, a picture that was taken of my wife several years ago after we first got married. If I recall correctly, this was actually a Glamour Shots photo. So anyhow, this is my first junk journal video that I wanted to share with you guys, as well as my first YouTube video. So I'm not exactly sure how all this works, but if you do see this video, please let me know what you think of it. Here's a picture of myself when I graduated from the 8th grade. You can see my boom box in the back. But anyway, I'm going to stop here because I have a meeting to get ready for, but just wanted to be able to show you some of this journal, and hopefully I could do the same with some of my others.